This is the Hammer Fisting Podcast.
We've been talking about Ronda the majority of the show. I mean, you have the privilege of not only being the veteran voice of the Octagon, but also being cage side. I mean, one of the things I love about watching UFC events is always seeing you in the background just locked in, watching the fights intently. You've seen so much shit go down in the UFC Octagon. Was this one of the more shocking moments, seeing Ronda Rousey just get completely destroyed by Amanda Nunes in 48 seconds?
No, it was not for me at all.
Thank you.
That I thought that Ronda was going to lose. It's just that, the big question came up about the fact that, how was Ronda going to improve from her last, fight coming out against a striker and a championship kickboxer of world-class quality in Holly Holm, coming up against Amanda Nunes, not only has a jiu-jitsu game, but, see, Amanda Nunes is like Chuck Liddell. Amanda Nunes is more than Holly, who I love and I'm a huge fan of. Amanda Nunes, when she throws a punch, she's going to not just hit you, she's going to punch her fist right through your face. And she's truly not just a boxer, not just a kickboxer. Amanda Nunes is a striker. And when you come out to face a striker, you don't come out flat-footed. You don't come out with your head not moving from left to right. You don't come out without bobbing and weaving. You don't come out like a tree trunk ready to just get hit. You come out and you do what it takes, or you fight your game, you stay outside their length, you look for that shoot, you go in and do what you do best. Ronda came out, whether it was under the tutelage of her trainer, and I know there's a lot of talk about her trainer now and all that kind of stuff. Ronda's a beast. Ronda came into this at 135 pounds, hitting Vegas on a Friday before the Friday weigh-in. So, or Thursday weigh-in. What you were looking at was a woman who was intent on winning this fight. I think she came in with an improper game plan or still believing that she's of a world-class quality as far as striking, which is not the case. Not that she's not formidable. She's knocked people out. That's Correa, all that kind of stuff. But in this case, she was out on her feet or halfway dazed on that second or third punch she took, and she was working on autopilot from that point forward. She didn't go down. She's tougher than nails. Now it's all about how she reacts after this fight. But was I surprised? No, because she came out and fought the fight that she fought before. Exactly the same thing was going to happen, and history reproved itself.
Well, I think the big question on a lot of fans' minds, I know on my mind, is does she come back from this after that first loss to Holly Holm? I mean, she went on Ellen, and you saw, that's one thing I admired about Ronda. She was very honest with how just mentally debilitating that loss to Holly Holm was to her. And this is, in my opinion, I think it's pretty obvious, was a lot worse of a one-sided just beatdown than the Holly Holm fight. Do you think she comes back from this, or does she play it safe and go to the Hollywood and focus on other endeavors outside of fighting?
I think it's all about how Ronda recovers mentally after her aftermath from the fight. The last one, she went into remission as far as being away from everybody. She wanted Ellen DeGeneres and openly spoke about wanting to commit suicide, which I found disturbing because, honestly, with all respect to Ronda, if that's the way she felt, I think personally I would have, as her handler and PR person, suggested that she keep that, to herself, go behind a closed door and speak with the people that, coach her or consult with her or her therapist or whatever to tell them about the feelings, and go on Ellen DeGeneres and say, hey, I went into a dark place, but I'm a champion, I'm a winner, I'm a competitor, I'm going to come off the canvas, I'm going to be the best ever, I'm going to get up and win the championship back. Because, we live in an age of technology and everything, and we live in an age of Kardashians who, with all respect to the Kardashian family, but, as far as talent and role model and everything else, I think they're useless. And they're not what...
All due respect, they're completely useless human beings.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have a young daughter. If I had a young daughter and she was doing that, going through and following that, I'd say, okay, great. But here's Ronda Rousey. Look where she's come from. Look what she's built. And then the moment she went to Ellen DeGeneres, I would look at my daughter and say, God darn it, why did she say that? You're telling young girls at the first sign of adversity, you're thinking about killing yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty, but that's not exactly the role model that I really loved, and my daughter was following you and bought your book and did everything. That was then, this is now. Now Ronda came out, she made a public statement. The statement was very honest, and it was a solid statement, and it was much better handled than the way she handled it last time. So let's hope that that's going to be easier for her to handle. Now, the answer to your question is, she has movies, she has a WWE, but you need to understand something. Ask yourself, how many athletes have gone on to become movie stars?